just a sinner. Read the Bible, who am I? I'm asking God if I'm just a sinner. Need identity, help me out. If I forgot, help me remember. World telling me that I'm black and a bunch of bywords after that. Shake them up, awake the nation. All my life I had to fight like Sophia. Keep your hands off me. They killing us in these streets. Just hashtag it and start the marching. Not me, I linked up with New Breed. My iron sharpened. From the dust I was created. I speak the truth till I'm in the coffin. God is love, Jesus saved. Why they ain't tell us about the wrath? New Testament say by grace. Why they ain't tell us about the past? Deuteronomy 28. They didn't teach that in Sunday class. Who am I? Where I come from? You the seed of Abraham. Christ said he only came for the lost sheep of Israel. All that time I spent in church, they never talked about Israel. Oh, it's Christmas, oh, it's Easter, paganism that they worship. Praise Yah, been convicted. False doctrine, get evicted. Shake them up, awake the nation. We've been scattered across the globe. Shake them up, awake the nation. True identity, we've been chosen. Shake them up, awake the nation. We the people that saw the book. We learned the truth and they got them shook.
Whole world looking twisted, shaking off the hinges. Need our laws and forgiveness. Must remind you with these fringes, they rules are getting stringent, so we moving so relentless. Look around, seeing lifeless faces, shock them with defibrillators. Now they hearts are palpitating, now the souls are levitating. Midst of all this devastation, idols steady falling down. Sacraments of desecration in the final jubilee. According to these calculations, this is blood before dishonor. Broken free from yoke and iron. Now these heathens cannot stop us. Put no God before the Father. Sending shockwaves to your chakra. We Yehuda, they imposters. Bow our heads and let us pray. Send your son with no delay. Make them pay for their crusades. Pull the pin out this grenade. Somebody call ballistics, cause forensics almost on the way. Yeah, this off the Richter scale. God's wrath, the earth will quake. They playing games. Triple H, mental war inseminate. The Bible's ours, let's litigate.
Shake them up, awake the nation. We've been scattered across the globe. Shake them up, awake the nation. True identity, we've been chosen. Shake them up, awake the nation. We the people that saw the book. We learned the truth and they got them shook. Rise up, oh Israel, yes you right. Rise up, oh Israel, yes you right. Rise up, oh Israel, yes you right. Rise up, rise up.
Time to shake them up and awake the nation. Shake them up, shake them up. If y'all like that song right there, you know where to find it. New Breed Music and Motivation. That's Shy Blood Before Dishonor featuring New Breed. And that track right there is pivotal. It's timely as well for this topic. Today we're going to be talking about ethnic purging and genetic preservation. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going on right now as we speak, in brink of Roe v. Wade being overturned. It seems that there's a deeper, more ominous agenda taking place, all while simultaneously God's people are also being held accountable, right? And the world itself is being held accountable. But there's definitely somewhat of a double entendre taking place right now, and we got to speak about it. I got to give y'all some insight. The propaganda has been put out there. We can definitely see what this is about now. Matter of fact, in the ISIS letters written by Frances, her name is Frances Cress Welsing. She stated in the ISIS letters quite some time ago that by 2042, America was going to be a predominantly brown country. It was going to be an ethnic country because the Black woman's womb is fruitful. It has been multiplying. And it seems that the supreme race, or what they call the supreme race, what they call the white race, they're actually dying quicker than they're being born. And when you really look at the series of events that take place the last couple years, everything becomes very apparent what's taking place right now. So there was a disease that was created in Wuhan, China, in a laboratory, has a patent number and everything, right? So it was this disease that was created there that was supposedly and allegedly designated to destroy a certain genetic code. But legend has it that this patent actually started to eradicate the other nations. So they had to go through great lengths to study the genetic codes of certain people, you know, putting Q-tips up their nose, going through the obturacy gland, swiping the brain, getting seminal fluids and all these type of things to figure out how to actually destroy this genetic code, all while trying to figure out ways to preserve their genetic code. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is warfare. And when you look at it, this quote unquote virus started in this lab here, right? And then it inordinately affected Black people, Black and brown people. Started off in Wuhan, now it's affecting all these brown people. And they got it the worst, right? So it seems that with Roe v. Wade taking place, we have a similar situation, right? No keywords, no disrespectful words, none of that in the chat. Moderators, please be on your job. And so the propaganda continues. Allow me to share my screen with you all. This is CNN News. And this video is called, "We Will Just Continue to Fight, Advocate on Impact on Roe v. Wade." Or abortions in America. It says, study, abortion ban could increase Black maternal deaths by 33%. Wow. This is what they're putting out there. Let's go.
Down Roe v. Wade could impact women of color more severely than anyone else. A Duke University study estimates that a complete abortion ban could increase Black maternal deaths by 33%. Black women are already 3 to 4 times more likely to die giving birth compared to white women.
Oh, really? Oh, man, I wish I had my sound button to hit y'all with that. Oh, really? So now they're saying that Black women are more likely to die paternal deaths just for bringing forth life. So automatically, they're putting out false information. They're putting out lies. They're trying to rile up the Black community and give them some leg to stand on in the midst of these protests that's taking place nationwide, right? This right here is a damn firestorm that this whole RV Wade being overturned. It's a firestorm that was started. And Satan is a damn liar, ladies and gentlemen. And they've been planning this for quite some time. And I know that the ISIS papers, there's some esoteric type of stuff. I don't agree with everything, but I do read other books outside of the Bible time from time, and I extract information, right? And I want to go there because she did predict that, you know, they will come up with various ways in modern times to actually depopulate one nation of people, all while making sure other genetic codes are preserved. Golden Lion, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says, new breed out here with the realest music. Support our brother and get a love note. Let's get these likes up. I love each and every one of you in Christ's name. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And yes, everybody get the likes up on this video because right here, we giving nothing but the truth on this side, man. And we got to warn the people, man. Do your part in warning your people because a lot of sisters is going to fall for this agenda right here. A lot of them are going to believe this. And listen, all it takes is a whole lot of Black women to get out there and really protest and put boots to the ground, and they can get a lot of things done. I'm telling you, there's power when our sisters take to the streets. Don't believe this rhetoric. Don't believe this nonsense because that's what they're trying to get done. Our women get people elected. They get presidents elected. So they know if they can say, listen, you women are going to be at more risk of dying if you don't get abortions. They know our sisters would take to the streets, right? All right, let's continue here.
I want to bring in Kanika Harris from the Black Women's Health and
Wow. Throw in a sister. Miss Kanika Harris, huh?
Imperative. Kanika, those are some damning stats. And this is
Kanika, you work where? Let's see, where you work, Kanika?
Kanika, those are some damning stats. And this compared to white women. I want to bring in Kanika Harris from the Black Women's Health Imperative.
What the hell is the Black Women's Health Imperative? It's like they just give these people titles and have them on TV, like the Black Women's Health Imperative. What is that? They just grabbed a sister with a name, with a black name, and threw her on TV. What does that even mean, bro? I'm telling you, the agenda is real, man. Let's continue.
Kanika, those are some damning stats, and this is personal from you. Talk to us about your own experience as a Black woman having an abortion and what impact this ruling will have on women of color.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I never thought in my 40s that I would be in a situation where I would have to contemplate an abortion. I was married. I had children. You
should have kept your legs closed, Kanika. Then you wouldn't have to contemplate that. Why would you have to contemplate it? You wasn't contemplating it when you had your legs open. You wasn't contemplating an abortion when you was having sex. Let's continue.
Substantially employed and didn't know that I would end up in that situation. However, due to my previous pregnancies, due to experiencing trauma and racism during pregnancy and delivery.
Due to experiencing trauma and racism during delivery. I mean, damn. Do these people not pull the black card and the race card with everything? So you saying because you experience racism during delivery, then Black women need to be able to terminate children so they don't have to go through that? This is this woman's logic, ladies and gentlemen. This is who they put on TV. And do you know how many sisters is going to listen to this and fall for this verbal diarrhea that she's spewing? Straight victimization, no accountability whatsoever. It's crazy.
It was recommended that if I were to get pregnant again, that my uterine walls had stretched so thin from my pregnancies, having 2 twin pregnancies, that it wasn't a good idea for me to move forward with the pregnancy.
A lot of times these doctors create fear tactics against our women. They always telling our women something to make them fearful. Listen, they'll tell you that the baby's too big and you're going to have to get a C-section. They'll tell you all kind of things. They will lie to you. They will say anything to stop you melanated women from living fruitful and multiplying. Straight up. And they hide under the cloak of science. But what the Bible say, John 15:16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask in the Father's name, he may give you. He said, you're going to, listen, you're going to bring forth fruit. Your womb is going to bring forth fruit, melanated woman. Don't fall for the lies. Don't fall for it.
And despite our best efforts, my husband and I, we found ourselves pregnant when I had 1.5-year-old twins. And we had to make the very difficult decision to pursue that.
And that's a fact, Black Male TV Advice. That's a fact right there. And the recovery is twice as long from an actual C-section. You know, it's all about a come up for these hospitals. They're all about trying to make a buck. They want to be able to charge your insurance maximum rates just to get to the bag. Really, it's all about money. You know how many women get spinal damage and get scoliosis and all kind of things from getting those damn C-sections? C-sections are twice as dangerous. But they always use fear tactics. They always do that. Let's continue.
Pregnancy or terminate that pregnancy. You know, living in DC, recognizing that Black people in DC represent.
And she in DC, she in Chocolate City. She from my hometown, being used. Come on now, sister, you in Chocolate City, trying to fearmonger to your people.
I represent 50% of the population in DC, but 90% of the maternal deaths in DC. So
why do you think that is?
Where are they pulling these damn statistics? Let me show you how science can be used to just trick people. I'm going to the ISIS papers, right? Let me go, and I think I'm in chapter 11. Actually, I'm in chapter 10. It says, yet after said, all the above, mothers will still remain unconscious of the symbolic forms. And hold on, let's go a little bit further down. Let's go a little further down. All right, so it goes, although initially it came as a great surprise, it is only logical that the myriad symbolism manifestation of the struggle of white genetics survival abound throughout the historical and global structure of white supremacy. These symbols manifest whenever one looks, whenever one steps, and whenever one turns. That these subtle and once hidden symbols everywhere serves the strongest evidence of validity of the crest. Listen, if the crest theory is correct, symbols so informing found through the whole Western civilization and culture, indeed, without the specific theory, only utilizing science. So what they can do is they can hide under the cloak of science, and they can make lies true. They can make lies appear to be truth. Nothing valuable of what they're saying. It's no truth. It holds no merit. It holds no weight. So it's all about the preservation of the white race, man. It is what it is. And I'm not talking about all white people. We talking about these damn Amorites. That's who's doing all of this. For the record, that's who's behind all these agendas, man. It's the damn Amorites, aka the Hillmen, the Highlanders, the descendants of Canaan. Those with the genetic blood of the reptiles, man. That's who's behind all of this. They trying to preserve their people. All right, let's continue.
It's a lot of reasons. One, it's racism and racist care, both disrespectful care in hospitals. I've gone to 2 different hospitals in DC to deliver and have received disrespectful care where I wasn't listened to.
So you received disrespectful care. So by your logic, you should be able to terminate the baby. This is what this woman is saying.
Additionally, it's racism over our life course. You know, from the time we're born to the time we reach reproductive age.
And everybody liked the video. Spread this video. The likes have to match the views over here.
There's 20 years of research to show that the stress that we endure because of racist policies, because of trying to overcome and circumvent the system to get.
Racism has nothing to do with you ladies out here getting pregnant and deciding that you want to terminate your child. That has nothing to do with racism. This woman makes absolutely no sense. She makes absolutely no sense. Let's continue.
Terminal degrees to succeed that weathers our reproductive organs and can put us in higher risk when we're pregnant.
Your organization's website says your mission is to lead the effort to solve the most pressing health issues that affect Black women and girls in the U.S.
No, her goal is to destroy your children out of the wombs.
So how does the SCOTUS ruling impact that mission?
So it just energizes us in our mission. We started in reproductive health 40 years ago. So we will just continue the fight. We will, develop allies and work with our allies, our reproductive other organizations that we work with to continue to fight to make sure that abortion access, it's accessible, it's safe, and that we work on the front end in terms of contraception as well.
I want to get to another question about what we heard from Asa Hutchinson, the governor of Arkansas, and AOC today. So Governor Hutchinson essentially said he is comfortable with the government forcing a woman to carry out a pregnancy. Here is how Congresswoman Alex.
And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. They're going to come up with some form of private funding, because you're going to have so many melanated women who are outraged because they don't want to take accountability for their actions. And they want the option to terminate pregnancy. Yeah, this woman is totally delusional. This is insanity. But they're going to have some type of private funding. And it's only going to be stipulated and directed towards melanated women. Now imagine that overt racism, where there's a law for one demographic of people, but the law don't exist for another. That's the world you coming into, where they can do this to you right blatantly in your face. It's coming to that. And people are so strong under the delusion. People are so brainwashed and just totally spiritually desolate. They're going to stand behind it. They're going to feel like they are preview, because our people have too much of a victimization mindset, especially our women. They don't take accountability for a damn thing they do. They're never wrong. And you know what? The system is going to play on that. The system is going to play on that. Okay, well, you want preferential treatment then. All right. They're going to coddle and baby you, ladies. You want to continue to live your reckless lifestyles and have hot girl summers? It looks like, according to the propaganda, the mechanism, the agenda that they're putting in place, it looks like they're going to find a way to weasel their way in to your womb. Yeah. All because people don't want to get on a good foot, don't want to live righteous. All because these ladies don't want to, buckle down, give their souls to the Lord, and find them a righteous man. These type of women that they setting up on TV are going to be able to play on your weak, feeble emotions. Telling you.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez reacted to that this morning.
The state of Arkansas and Governor Hutchinson governs over a state that has the third highest maternal mortality in the United States. 71% of the women who die are Black women as well. This is a state that has 26% child poverty, where 1 in 4 children.
What? Now they bringing up child poverty. What did I tell y'all? Initially, even when Roe v. Wade was put on the table, months ago, I told y'all that this is what they was going to do. Months ago. I told y'all months ago. It was like 4 or 5 months ago. I told y'all, as soon as Roe v. Wade went to the Supreme Court, I said, if they do overturn it, it won't affect Black women, because they're going to pull the wealth card, the poverty line card. And that's exactly what they're doing. If you're not making a certain amount of money, let's get some private funding to make sure these people can terminate their babies. Because they'll be inordinately affected by everything, and their children don't have the bare necessities. So yeah, let's let them destroy their babies, all while we keep on making fertility clinics, and we make it totally illegal so our people can get on a moral good side, so we can be the supreme race. Let's make it illegal for our people, but let's give them parental treatment. Yeah. Wow. This is pure evil. We live in a demonic nation. America is foul. If you just sit back and look at what they do and how they do it, they are cunning. I mean, this country is conniving. I mean, the serpent is truly operating in subdebility. I mean, this is pure wickedness, bro. Ain't no other way of saying it. It's crazy. So now they're saying that Black women are going to die having a baby. Basically. Y'all women been getting all these abortions. Now that this law is in place, if y'all start having these babies, you're going to die. That's what they're telling y'all. Not the fact that you could possibly die on that damn table while you're getting the abortion. Yeah, that you have a much higher risk of permanently damaging your womb, so you won't be able to bring forth babies, or losing your life on that table, not waking up. You have a higher chance of that happening than you dying giving birth.
Black women as well. This is a state that had
out of pregnancy. Here is how Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez reacted to that this morning.
The state of Arkansas and Governor Hutchinson governs over a state that has the third highest maternal mortality in the United States. 71% of the women who die are Black women as well. This is a state that has 26% child poverty, where 1 in 4 children are living in in poverty in the state of Arkansas.
We knew it was coming.
Forcing women to carry pregnancies against their will kill them.
How could you carry pregnancies against your will? If it wasn't against your will, when that seed was being planted in your womb, if that wasn't against your will, how could they forcibly have you do something against your will? When you was getting a pleasure from that sex you was getting, that wasn't against your will.
I want to get your reaction to what we heard her say, and also the fact that many of these states that have abortion bans have exceptions for the mother. If the mother's life is at risk, there is an exception for her to get an abortion. I want to get your take on that as well.
Yeah, it angers me. It's personal because I had to make the gamble of whether I would be here for my own children. You know, as someone who financially supports my family, would I carry out a pregnancy and die? And not be here for the children that are here that I have, and not be here for my husband and my family. So
that's the new fear that they're going to put on you ladies. If you get pregnant and you carry that pregnancy out, you're going to die. No other nation of people are going to get on national TV and tell their people that. Nobody's going to be a representation of some type of private health organization that she's running. No other nation of people. You're not going to see a Chinese person get on TV and tell their people, if you get pregnant and you carry the baby out, you're going to die. You will never see a white woman tell her people as a representative, that, hey, if y'all get pregnant and carry the baby, you're going to die. You will never see no other nation of people do this. Like the disrespect. It's the disrespect for me, bro. Like, these devils don't stop coming for our people. They just don't stop. They're constantly working towards depopulating the righteous. You'll never see an Indian woman. I'm talking about a Middle Eastern. You never see her get on TV and tell their people, if y'all get pregnant and you try to carry the full term, more than likely you're going to die. They're literally speaking death on the most fruitful women in the world. The original woman who brought forth every nation. The original woman is the Black woman. She brung hue into the world, which is color. Every nation sprang forth through her womb. And now they're telling you ladies that you're the worst and that your womb is cursed. It will cause you to die. That's what they're telling you on TV right now. This is what should be protested. The airing of this news should be protested by the Black woman. You are the mother of all creation. And now they're telling you your womb is defiled, that all you can do is bring forth death. The most fertile womb in the world.
So those are decisions that are at play when you say that a woman has to carry out a pregnancy that could be extremely high risk that she could die from.
But do you accept the exceptions? Do you trust those exceptions essentially for women, for the mothers who could have their lives at risk? They have an exception to get an abortion.
And look, this good, and right here, this good, pure woman here, she ain't having no issues, right? You see how they did this? They put a Caucasian woman and a black woman beside each other. Like, this is psychological warfare. They put her here to ask these questions to a quote unquote specialist. And they're showing you exactly what the agenda is. They're showing you what the agenda is. Will you ladies fall for it?
Abortion in some of these states.
If we trust those women and trust Black women to know what those health risks are, to know that they are at health risk as well as, and those medical providers also believe them, then that would be at that. But no, right now I don't trust them to make a decision for us to carry out a pregnancy and trust that medical risk.
All right, thank you so much, Kanika.
Wow, Kanika. Damn, I'm so tired of these boule charlatans. How you gonna tell the original woman with the Eve gene that if she bring forth life, she's going to die? If that ain't fear tactics on another level, this westernized society, y'all about all and done. But you're not gonna stop prophecy. The Lord said we're gonna live fruitful and multiply. So the war continues. You ain't gonna do us like the days of Egypt. We're no strangers to your eugenics programs. And we still gonna stand bold as pro-life advocates and preach this truth from the highest mountain. You hear me? It is what it is. Sisters, don't fall for the charades and the smoke and mirrors. Listen, make better decisions out here. If you get pregnant, make sure it's by a righteous man. Bring forth life. Become mothers. Become mothers. And if you're gonna protest anything, protest the disrespect that U.S. news media has for you. You help get people elected. You help do too much. Matter of fact, it's because of the melanated woman why the economy is still afloat. You have a lot of power, sisters. I need y'all to share this video everywhere. Like the video, spread it everywhere. Clip it, put it on Instagram. Ladies, do what you got to do to get the word forth of what the agenda is against y'all. It is what it is. One love. Follow me on Patreon. Follow me on Instagram at NewBreed404. Support my content at newbreed.love. Get yourself a love note. Get yourself a t-shirt. Represent. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all stay safe out there. Shalom and peace.